Okay, recording has started. Good evening, everyone, and I welcome also to another section today. And like I stated, earlier, I will be examining manufacturing dirty data. Like I'm working on. So we're working on this data. This data was shared during our fabric meetups, though we used last month for parameters in Power Query. So we are going to clean it and see how we can actually make sense of it. This is an example of manufacturing data. So let me explain what this is a let me call it daily logs, like production, what they produce, what they input, right? So the team capturing the data, they put days of each month here. They put days of each month on the horizontal line. So assuming you are an analyst and you are asked to analyze this kind of data now, it's a whole lot of burden. If you don't want to be doing manual work, like copying the data in the right format, then pasting it, right? So, but you know that you want to analyze this data directly from how, let me see, operations that actually generating that data, we need to do some cleaning. So in this place we have months, right? So let me just mark this place so that we can understand better. So we have something like this here. From here to this place is months. I want to merge it. Why can't I merge? I mean, is it merge already? I'm going to merge that. Hey, I don't know why this is not doing though. I don't know why it's supposed to match these two. I think because it's in a table. So, but the original way that we have it in such a way that this month here we have April 24. So it's capturing from this date like this: April 1, April 2, April 3, April 4, up till April 31st. If peradventure we have that, right? So we have another month to May. So pick the data from here to May 1. They'll fill in the working hours for May 1. Maybe working hours type maybe machine, maybe in terms of manpower, right? Staff, how many hours the staff works, right? So they fill everything each year. You can say this kind of data, right? It is easier for the production upstream, but for an analyst to analyze this kind of data, it will be difficult. So we are telling operation team now that we need you to be logging this on a separate date, which means that you expect them to be generating all this value now for day one. Then next day two, the same value, day two, the same value, day three. Are you getting what I'm saying, everyone?
Yes,
Are you getting me? So
yes, I'm getting.
it's going to be a very long data because this is what we have here now. Day one, they will capture each value for day one. Then next tomorrow again, they will capture the same thing. So this data will be very, very tedious for them. And operation is very what? It's very operation is not easy, right? So when I was asked to analyze this data, I look at though I've changed what's it called? I've changed the data, right? It's not a real data. All these values are not real. I've changed them. So I'll look at it. I was like, this data, how will I do it? And I look at if I'm telling the operation team that no, I want to be getting this value for each day. It's going to be a lot of work for them. They might not even comply, right? Because they are my stakeholders. So you need to make their work easier, not to complicate their work for them. So I just have okay, I think I can clean this data. I called on my friend Olayemi and the guy that took us Power BI dashboard the other day. I was like, I have this data, I've been looking at it, and but actually I'm not getting it as much as I wanted that. And we actually spent like maybe 30 or 45 minutes, right? Because we are transposing, we are pivoting, we are seeing how we can actually merge days of the month here with the months of the year. You can see that it's not something that is very sad. We are looking at how we can do it, right? By the end of the day, we later got a strategy that we use, right? It was even faster than data thought, right? And that's what we examine. So let me go to my Power Query from here. So go to my data tab. I don't know why I love using Power Query in Excel. I don't know. So is the summary of the data, is it clear to us? Do we understand what the data is all about now? Right? All this now
Yes.
as they are all let's say outputs, input for machine. Maybe what you produce, maize, what you produce sometimes corn, right? Rope. These are just let's say byproduct and waste. When you be in a manufacturing company, let's say like a pure industry now, if your pumping machine is bringing in 1,000 liters, out of that 1,000 liters, maybe some liters might be bad out of that 1,000 liters, right? So same thing as well when it comes to production too. There are certain raw material that are going to feed in inside the machine. So out of that material, you're able to get some output, right? You want to get some output like this. Maybe you are producing two things. So you can produce flour or maize, right? I'm just using a demo of an output here, right, for manufacturing. So, and your manufacturing can be producing maybe only one output, like can be producing maybe one output. So the other ones here, let's say maybe waste or everything around what's it called? Everything around how will I call it? Everything around raw material waste. Like maybe you buy raw material, some part are bad, you remove them. So at the end of the day, you will need to weigh them. And that is where all this value came from. All this value that we have here, that's where they came from. So all this value that we when we weigh with them, that's what we have. So that was the sum about this data. I hope it's clear to everyone. Are we cleared? Are we cleared?
Yes, sir. I'm clear.
All right. So I'm going to take the data now to Power Query now. So as you're looking at this data, like, how are we going to do this kind of data to make sense, right? I'll be looking at it. So let's get started. So this one is the header, which I'm going to remove the top rows. I'm going to say remove the rows, right? I'm going to remove the first row out of it. Remove one row, right? As you can see, so I've removed the row now. So what is left for me now is I now have this what's it called, this data for each month. Remember in my data in my Excel, just same thing that I have in Excel. But I think I've left that space, but I'm sure you remember this part. So this one is just like the month, November, December, like that we have it. So I will need to make this one promote an header, right, which is using the first row as that. Yeah, so I have this now. So we know that this one may have been 0104 2024 is all the values down for here. So for me to populate that one easily, I'm just going to do fill down. I'm going to do fill down, right? So you can see now fill down populate it accordingly for me because the same thing. This is what the operation team do not want to be typing one by one. So what is now left for me? I can remove this column. I do not need it, but I can still leave it till, let's say, till the end. So I'm having all my days of the week, days of the month now, here now. So now I need to look at how I can do it. So next thing I'm going to do is that I need to split this because why am I splitting it? Because I did not need how will I say, I did not need the day inside this column. The day that I want to pick is here already. So I only need the what? I only need the month and the year. Am I making sense to us? Because we already have the day here. So this one is giving us April 1, April 1. So, but I want it to be April 1, April 2, April 3, April 4. So I don't want to use this month, right? So I'm going to what? Next thing is that I'll be extracting my year and I'll be extracting my month, right? So I'm going to come to add columns, right? I'm going to come here, month. So I intentionally using name of the month. You can actually use anyone actually works. But I use this one because I believe like Power Query we're able to know the specific month. So we're able to differentiate day from month, right? You know, like I'm saying 04 now. 04 can be April, 04 can be day 4. So, but if I'm using the name of the month now, I'm trying to let Power Query understand that, oh, this thing is April, is not the fourth day of the month. So that's why I change it. So you can see now I now have the month name here. So next thing I'm able to do again is that I need to extract the year from it, right? Like I told us that I don't need the day, I only need the month and the year inside this column. So I'm going to come to the day and extract the year too. So I've extracted the year now, right? So let me move it to the beginning. Where is this place that I can even move column self? Well, let me just move them. And how this data is very wide. If I can analyze this data in Power BI, then took me days because approach I was telling operation team that this how this data should work. They're like, no, 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 no. It cannot work for them. It cannot this, it cannot that. So it's a whole lot on them. I don't know. Ben, can you help me accept this my boss so that I can join?
Right.
Can
Can
you
I
help me to
accept?
accept? I don't know. Let me check. I don't know if you can accept.
Oh, yes, I can. I
Okay, please
accepted it.
accept. All right, great. Thank you. So I have this now, right? So I have this and I have this and I have the days of the month now on my row now. So I need to find a way to position it in such a way that it's going to be like this type, right? It's going to be like so. I can see I'm removing these two columns now, right? Because I don't need them again. I've extracted the month and the year that I need. So I can come here, I can remove the columns. So I've removed the columns now. So I now have the days of the week now. So all that I need to do next is that I will now need to do something that we call uh on pivot column. So how am I going to do that? Is that I'm going to select all this 1, 2, 3. Don't forget on pivot. I think we've done series of data cleaner and this on pivots. Now pivot just like I'm going to make this table to. Should I use the term rotate or I should use the term transpose? I don't even know the right words to use. I'm going to make this value here to tint towards the value I'm having on my left hand side there, to tint towards them, right? So I'm just going to come to my transpose and do on pivot other columns. You can see from that my pivot other columns now. I now have my day of the week. Can you see now? I now have my 1. So from this thing now, I can say I'm having April 2024 1. I have for this value, for this working hour 0, 2020 on the 2, April 2, April 3. So I now have my days of the week now on a row. Are we clear?
Yes, yes.
How can I
So I,
proceed?
I wanted to, if you're doing pivot, that means it should be the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Please, can you
So
do a
I
pivoted column?
pivoted.
Yes.
Which one? Which one is that one I've seen?
You just did the on pivot now. I was
On
asking if
pivot,
you could
yes.
on pivot. I
I,
was
I
asking
think
if you could do
there's no pivot though. I think it's on pivot that
okay.
I'm seeing. Pivot other columns, pivot other. So I actually selected pivot
The
other columns
columns.
because I want the days of the month that I'm having on my row. I want it to align with what I'm having on the straight line here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, should I say
Yes, I
horizontal?
understand. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Can I proceed now?
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm going to do that. So I want all the values here to tint, or should I use the word tint or bend or align with what I'm having. So I'm selecting everything. I'm just going to come here and do on pivot to that column. So whatever column that we're having should on pivot against these columns that I've highlighted or selected. So I click OK. Done. So we now have our data. Now, what is next thing for me to do now is after I've got into this place now, right? Then I can now come here and do my merge. I can now come and merge my columns together, right? So are you getting it now? So because I have my month, I have my year, and I have my day now, right? I'm going to now click merge. So by my merge, I'll say I can use, I say I can use custom. So I use custom, then I put my slash. Then I click OK. Can you see now? Can you see what I'm having now? April 2024, 1. April 2024, April like that, like that, like that. I'm having. So what did I need to do to make it a date? I will now need to come here, then come to date, then say pass. Do you understand the meaning of pass? Like this value that I'm having is looking like a date, but I want Power Query to just, should I use the word patch or should force it? I don't know what I can actually call that you can understand. Oh, this one I'm having is looking like a date, or normally it's not a date, but I want Power Query to help me to return it as a date. That's just an example of what that pass is all about, right? So that's really about. So I click it like this. Can you see now? Then I have it as a date. But there is an issue, but really not an issue though, because I can actually filter it out. Some of these days now is now giving me error. Who can tell me why it's giving me error here? Who can tell us the error that is true here? Who can tell us? Who can guess?
It could be due to the value that is there.
Okay.
Some values are not recognized by the query, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know
Who
if
else is on
that's
the call?
right.
Can the person try?
Could it be missing values?
Okay. Not missing values actually. So when you have data, I just click it here so that you can know what it's all about. So see why it's showing us that we should not have a pre-31. So it cannot pass this as a date. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Because there is no pre-31. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? There is no pre-31. The mass of April. If I open my calendar now, we don't have April 31.
Yes.
We only have
It's
April
30th.
30. 30.
Mm.
So now we are now have April 31. But do you know why it's like that? Because production team, they use the entire max date length that we can, which is 31. So any day that production month is not up to that 31, they will put zero there. Let's say for example now, April 31. Instead of them leaving it blank, they will put zero because there's no date for that 31. Right. So what I did in this kind of scenario is that I don't even have, let me say, I don't even have a straight approach to it, right? Maybe we can think around it too. So once I have something like this, I try replacing that error because other days too we have that issue. You can see all these days that we're having this error now, it's showing that they are April 31st. That's why. If you go to maybe February to now, there's February logs there too. You can see that in May we do not have that error because we have May 31st. I don't know if you get what I'm saying now.
Yes.
Because we have May 31st, so we do not give us error, except days that we did not have them up to 31. Those are the days that is going to throw us, is going to throw error. June, I think June 2 is not up to 31st, so I think June 2 should throw error. Okay, June did not. June did not throw error. How come May now throw? May now May throw an error, and June did not throw an error for a year. How come? I don't know. Maybe because they not put any value there. Sha. I don't know. Because I'm wondering that June did not even give us error. But that's how I was able to clean that. So once I went here, then I load it back inside my what's it called, inside my Power BI. Can you see? I now have this value now. But don't forget, you remember that I'm having should I say some errors before, right? Which are those that will be blank? Do you remember those ones that was throwing error for me in my Power Query? They will be blank now. If I check, let me check this one. Are you following me? You
Yes.
can see all these days that I'm seeing now, these are the days that falls under 31, which I did not need. These are the days. So what I just need to do just to filter that particular blank. I'm just going to filter it out. Then I'm done. So I've cleaned the data now. So if I want to write, let's say for example, I want to write my dash to know my total cable, I'm just going to come here and say, I'm sure Power BI now, or Power Pivot can say calculate. So let me put a cost. I will say calculate. Like for example now, yeah. Okay. Should I use calculate? I think I will use calculate. Calculate. Ooh. I can say maybe sum. Which column did I want to sum? Because I might not have calculated my column before. This column value, this column C, now that's where we have our value. I'm just going to say sum column C for me, column C, comma. Then this column A is called key area. I will now say key area is equals to cables. So once I'm writing my gas now, it's going to give me my what now? Total cables. So once I have that my total cables, I'll calculate for defect, I'll calculate for scraps, I'll calculate for WIP, I'll calculate for metal, stones, screws, sludge, working out. I'm going to calculate for them separately like that. So with this way, it actually now makes my work very, very easier. I can now easily analyze that data. So I don't even care how production are actually entering their value. I don't even care anymore because I already found a way around it of getting it right. So with that, so I'm able to no, sorry, it's done. Yeah. Any question? I hope it's clear enough now. It's very simple, right? So let's keep on practice. Let's try to get more data to clean and all.
Sorry, guys, I have a question.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I muted?
I think your network is you have a network glitch. The network is kind of breaking.
Oh, so is it better now?
It's better. That says that you but the essence you see you made mention of something here regarding when you clean the data, when you wrote that DAX function, what's the essence of that DAX function that you wrote to calculate what? Because you were saying to calculate
Okay.
some
So
this and
the yeah.
at the end you made mention of it's going to calculate the sum of each of those items for you, maybe
Okay.
stones,
Okay.
the work in
Yes.
progress, and all those ones.
Yes.
That is going to make
Okay.
is going to make it easy for you or something like that. I want to get clarity on that because when
Okay.
you're trying to say that if that I don't know what you meant. So probably if you explain, I will have a clearer vision. I just need a better explanation.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, that I might want to run my key area now. I might want to run that. Okay, how much is my total scrap value on the January 1? How much is my total scrap value? But
Okay.
that I did not have my let's say defect now, right? My defect now is not on a single column. It's under a
Okay.
single column. Are you getting me?
It's- I didn't get that. He said it's not on a single column. It's under a single
This
column. I didn't get
defect
that.
now
Okay.
is not standing on its own. It's under a
Okay.
column, which is this place,
Okay.
which is here. So
Okay.
for me to know how
Okay.
much my total defect, just like coming here and come and filter to know my total defect,
Okay.
then I will now sum this place. So that way now I'm able to know my total defect, right? So
Okay.
once I know that
Okay.
total
Yes.
defect, I can now filter to maybe each day. So in Power BI, what I would just need to do is that all my key areas that I'm having here, all my key areas that I'm having here, I will calculate their total first. Because if you check this,
Okay. Okay.
if you
Okay.
see this,
Okay. Sorry.
see this
Sorry. If
their
I
own
get it
data
right,
here
that
now.
means you're making reference to
Exactly. See
Power BI,
this.
not in Excel here.
No, not in Excel, not in Excel. See this raw material. I know that at the end of the month now, they can easily come here and do their calculation and know how much of total raw material. But
Of course.
because of your own style now, you cannot do that. So your own style is going to be like indirectly now to their own, because them now they can easily come here and say total raw material is here. But you, because you clean up the data to be easier for your Power BI, because if you look at this data now, you cannot analyze something like this in Power BI. Am I right? I don't know if the mathematician inside the house. You can't analyze data like this inside Power BI, because your day is coming this way, your month is coming this way. Do you
Yes,
get what I'm
yes,
saying, everyone?
yes.
So you need to find a way to clean it up, right? And that was what led me to this. So I therefore need to calculate each of these key areas, get their total value in my Power BI. So if I want to be doing maybe my time intelligence or my this thing now, I can easily run it with this one, because I've calculated my total defects and I can now plot my total defects now against the date of production. I can able to say, oh, we have low manpower here, oh, we have high defects, we have this and this and that here and there. That I'm able to get that. Do you get it now? Is it clear? Did I explain your question very well?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but yeah, I get what you're trying to say clearly. I thought you were mentioning it in relation to Excel, but when you later mentioned that it's for Power
It's a
BI,
Power
shall
BI.
that
That's what I said,
clarify?
is a Power BI. Yes.
Alright,
Or I
that
made
clarifies.
mention
That
of
clarifies.
either Power BI or Power Pivots, right? This is the way that you're able to get
Alright,
those value. Yeah.
alright.
So,
Thank you.
okay, great. So, yeah. So I think the last one we're doing, let me see what's the time. I'm sure like won't be long today already too. The last one we're doing is this, right? I'm sure most of us must have cleaned this there, but for the sake of those that will be watching the video, right? So I'm going to take this data. At the end of the day, when we clean this data, this is what we are going to have. This is what we're looking at having. Like just something around this, like this, we are looking at having. So we can even remove this, we can remove this, we can remove this at the end of, because everything already make up here inside our dates, right? So either one we do is fine, right? So I'm going to come to my data, go to my data table and range. So from there, so once I have data like this, right, you just need to scroll to your right and scroll to your left and up. So once you are done, you've seen how you do it. So for me, what I just need to do is that I already see that the data is actually tending on a straight line. It's tending on a straight line like this on a row, right? So I need to just make it to what to be. So I need to rotate it so that all these segments will come up, all these brand, this Kanban will come up, right? And what did I need to do is that I'm going to transport that data, right? So I'm going to transport that. Can you see now? So I've transported this data. Next thing for me to do is what? To come to this place and use first row as header, because these are what's supposed to be our headers, not what we were seeing before. So I'm going to have this now then as my rule and then now, right? So next thing for me is I can say, okay, this one is date, but it's showing me in this format, right? What I need to do is just come here and change it to date. Just change that particular place to, yeah, let's say, yeah, replace the step. So you can see now that I now have this now as a date now. So what I need to do next, I'm having a null here. I can easily filter out that null value. Right, I can filter out the null value. So can you see now? So once I have my null value like this, I can select the column that I want. I can just easily come here to make my work faster. Choose column. Right, so I will just uncheck the column that I did not need. Right, I don't need this one. I do not need this one. I do not need this month number. I don't need the year. So I think others are what I need. So I just need to click OK. So this is it. So we've cleaned the data up. So and we are done. Yeah, we clean it up and we are done. So yeah. So that's how it roll. That's how we roll. So we are done with that data. So there is one data. Maybe we can look at it together. I actually cleaned it. Is it data set 4 or something? Yeah, I actually cleaned because I remember this data was done during the interview. Yeah, I did not even pass it during the interview. I later got it though. Now I want to share it with us. Now I did not get it again. But are we there? Are we there with me? Hello.
Yes, so yes, so
Okay.
with you.
Okay. So this data set was actually sent during during the interview, but I got it before the interview. During the interview, I think everything scattered. So let's look at it together. But still, if you not get it, I will create a separate video on it myself, right? But I don't know what happened. I got it all wrong, right? So I'm creating it, right? So this is the data. The end goal of that data. Let me show a sample of it. We've cleaned the part one of it before. We cleaned the part one of that data before. This is the first part of that data. As you can see, this is the first part. They are related, but they are not the same thing, right? Because this one is having dates here, but this other ones here, you don't actually have. I think it's this table. Yeah, this one did not have dates. So that's it, right? So let's look at it together. If I try my approach and it doesn't work out again, so we do it back, right? So then when I was solving it, I don't know this particular step that I missed though. I transposed that data first. So yeah, I know that I did the first step here in should I say in a good way or something, right? So what I do next is that I do fill up, fill down. So let us just use mine and follow, right? So if you have another approach to your own, you can now tell me and say, oh no, 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 no. Oh, yeah, do it like this. So I did the fill up here, as you can see here. So I came here too. Then I did the fill up here too. So I think it was at this point that I'm not getting it right very well. Though I don't know where I got it from, but I'm sure it's at this stage because I got it before I went for the interview. But immediately I'm done, I don't know how I started getting it wrong. So immediately I have this. I came here. I think that was a total column. Yeah, this total column. I remove it. Row 826 because it's a total, so it's going to distort my work, right? So I remove that column off. So yeah, I now have something like this now. So now remain for me to see how I'm going to what's it called? So now be twisting it, right? So I think I can't even remember what I even did later on because this other dates. I'm looking for how I later splitted this other date. Let me see. I don't even remember the steps I actually did again. Head on full. I'm not sure it's this. I'm not sure it's this approach. But there was a time when I did it this way. I made these two columns at some point, but I don't know at what stage again. My head just went blank that time. I don't know. But maybe when I try my style, so somebody else will share with us, right? So now I now have this now. So I know that I did something like this image, but my issue now is this date. Maybe let me see, maybe I do on pivots, on pivot other columns again this like this. Are we right? We are not right because we can't see the value again. So I don't know. I try and crack my brain. I don't know the state that actually got it wrong. I think and think of it. But I know that I'm a bit close. But I think I got it wrong in one step. And that's where this date came me that is giving me issue. So I don't know. I don't know if everybody wants to try from the beginning. Once we try and we not get it, I will look at maybe weekend. Are we there? Is there anybody that wants to
Yes.
try it, or we should abandon it till I'm able to solve it? I don't know what happened. I know I got it wrong at one stage because once I do this transpose table, I do this fill up, fill down. I later transpose that table back. Then this my merge column. I splitted it. Then I was able to name it back to ship mode and segment. But I don't know the particular. There's a particular step where I got it wrong, which actually I don't. I crack my brain and crack my brain. Actually, I don't even know. I look at it and look at it, but I could not. I could not know where I got it wrong. Oh. I look. So I know that it's somewhere. I know I'm somewhere around close to it, but since I could not figure out what went wrong, so it makes it difficult for me to be able to know how to. I can actually resolve it. So I don't know if anybody wants to try it. Don't know. Yeah, I think that's just all we'll be doing. If anybody wanted to try it out.
You mean right now?
Yes, maybe somebody might want to practice it. Yeah, let's just test
Okay.
run. Nobody is an island. I even guess, and your guess might actually be right. So let me go to the foundation of the part. Yeah, so this is it. Or let me stop
I
recording. Let me stop recording. Let me stop the Abi. Let's just continue. Let's continue it. Yeah, try.
unfortunately
Let's
I
see.
don't have the data. I wasn't around the
I think
last
I shared the
class.
data before. I shared the data on the platform though. No problem.
Okay.
Maybe I will look at it, but I won't be creating section on it. I'll just do the 4 minute or 5 minute video around it, then just upload to the channel for. So that's it. Any question, any question, any question. So next week, hopefully I won't be getting busy. We'll be doing how to create a date table in Power Query, right? How to create date table in Power Query. So with that, I think to the best of my knowledge, I can say I'm done with Power Query with us. So I will expect us on our own to try as much as possible to be up and doing, right? Let's practice, let's do some personal reading as much as we can, right? So by next week, be doing date table, like I said. So I think by then, I'm saying like I'm actually done with Power Query. So we've done the project. There is no area of projects involving Power Query now that we've not done. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thanks so much for
Thank you very
joining.
much, boss. Really appreciate it.